That was perfect, Caleb. So cute.
Just run it back over there, Kelly.
Do you want me to read it
start
yet?
reading again.
Okay. I took some notes, so I want to read what I wrote. Okay. Family is really important because you play with them, talk to them, and get to know them, and they get to know you. Parents are good because they help you whenever you need help, encourage you whenever you are mad or sad, love you no matter what, and discipline because if they didn't discipline you, then you would always make the same mistakes over and over again. And that love doesn't last only when you are at home. It lasts forever. That's why I'm glad to be adopted.
So 25 years ago, when we got married, I don't know that we ever thought we would be in the spot that we're at today with a house full of 17 kids. And the question everyone asks all the time is, how do you do it? How do you do it with a house that big, that many kids? How do you do it?
Well, that's always a hard question to answer, I think, because for us it just works. But when I think or examine a family more closely, I think that a family, and even more so a large family, provides so much opportunity for the kids to work together in a way that makes them feel safe and secure and like they're needed. And so I think at the crux of how we do it is that we work together. And there are so many opportunities to make that happen. And it gives the kids such confidence in who they are and what their part is in our family. And so really, I think it just comes down to we work together, and we have to do it creatively sometimes to make things work well and efficiently. But there's a lot of problem-solving skills also that's involved in that, and it's just a good opportunity for all of them.
Obviously, it's a lot of work, no question about that. But it's not all work. A lot of times there's play involved. And how does that play affect people being a part of a bigger family?
I think play in a big family is even more important than work in a lot of ways, because there's so many lifelong lessons that you learn through play. When the kids are playing together, playing a game, whether it be inside, outside, 1 against 1, 4 against 4, they learn cooperation in so many ways. They learn how to manage their own feelings and emotions as they learn how to win and lose or process comments that people make. They learn how to adapt to situations. I mean, as you know, we have some kids that can't play every game in the same way that others play them. And so they learn really good skills in learning how to relate to and include others around them, which I think is so important even in their life later on when they leave our home. I think it's good for not only the person who's doing the adapting, but the person to whom they're adapting for, because it makes them know that they're important enough to be included. And so play, I think, is one of the primary ways that not only do they learn life skills, but they build relationships with one another.
like you said, play is really important. Play and working together are part of what makes a big family work. But what about thinking of others first? What's the benefit of being in a big family where, like you said, you have to make adjustments for other people because they may not be able to play a game or work the way you do? What's the benefit to those kids that come into a big family to have to think outside themselves?
Well, that's kind of how we live around here. It's our motto to consider others as better than yourself. And a large family gives you so many opportunities to do that every single day. There's whether it be, helping someone with a task that they can't fully do for themselves, or whether it's doing something for someone that doesn't have time to do what they would normally do, putting something away if they left something out, splitting up cookies that's left over when there's not enough to necessarily give everybody one. There's always an opportunity to consider others more than yourself. And I think as a lifelong lesson, that is one of the most important things we can teach our children, because it gives them a sense of purpose that carries them through life, because we were all created with a God-given purpose that we have to fulfill, and that's a purpose outside of ourselves. And so for our kids to learn every single day that there's others around them that they could consider, it's really the basis of a lot of joy in your life. And these are kids that a lot of them never had the opportunity to consider others because they were from circumstances where they had to be most concerned about themselves. And so I think it just provides all of the kids, adopted and biological, the opportunity to learn a really valuable life lesson in looking to the needs of others outside of yourself, and being really thankful for what you have yourself and the abilities that you have.
I guess what I've learned is the power of unconditional love. And so I always heard when parents have a kid and they have a second kid, that first they don't know how they're going to love that second kid as much as they love the first kid. But once they have that second kid, they realize that their love isn't split, it's just grown. And so while I don't know what it's like to be a parent, I have witnessed, or I have experienced that growth of love. As each kid comes in, my love for each sibling isn't split, it's grown. And so just the power of that these kids that I don't even know beforehand, I'm just able to love them and just learn how to love them and unconditionally love someone in that way.
Well, of course, a big family, like you can have a lot of people to help you, like whenever you need them. Can have a lot of people to play with, I guess, like talk to it.
You can definitely see them grow more as people and become more confident in themselves and more outgoing and more social and just overall more confident and more rounded people as a whole.
I think it's good to have a lot of brothers because sometimes you could get bored if you're by yourself or something. And if some people's gone and if you're bored, you could just play with them.
sharing and being selfless. I think all of us have picked up on that one. And just really learning the true meaning of love and selfless love, and just learning how to accept others without even really knowing them.
It just showed me like love, how people can love, because we just take people in from everywhere. Doesn't matter if they're handicapped or not.
Because Mommy and Daddy gave me new life and a new home and new family, and know the story of Jesus. I'm very grateful to my father and mother. They gave me my father and mother care and grew up. This love won't let me forget. I love you, my best daddy and mom.